Let's go ahead and try this one more time. What's going on, YouTube? It's Strix. So the video for today actually ended up being corrupted. So I have to kind of work a little bit quickly because I did promise y'all a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we're gonna have to do something special. So with that all said, I do apologize for this. I'm gonna try not to let this ever happen, where I have to kind of have a very short, smaller video, but I still found a way to kind of get that information that I was at the time trying to put out there a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the good, the bad, the ugly. It's something that's been around for all the time, and it's kind of interesting to talk about. And it's gonna be kind of weird. It's gonna be just a topic I choose to toss in here. And in this case, I have 3 manga that I want to talk about specifically. One of which was the original point of the 30-minute video I'd made, and then the other 2 I decided to talk about because it's what I've been reading. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the good, the bad, the ugly of what I've been reading as I pull this up, because I want to be able to make sure I say this name correctly. So let's start with the ugly. So I want to say the ugly because this isn't necessarily bad. I don't want to put this in a category where I don't know necessarily how to feel about it. It's really weird, and in a lot of ways it's ugly. It's grotesque. This thing has some really shocking art, and that is a manga I've been reading called Jagaaaaaan. I will leave how to spell each one down below in the description. This is a very weird and grotesque manga in a lot of senses that is almost like you start off in the mind of a sociopath-esque. A dude that clearly has some issues that he is dealing with, and is just general, what a lot of people might say, which is anger, but really serious anger issues that he has to deal with his day-to-day job as a cop. A course of action happens, which leads to shonen special power shit going on that puts him in a situation that is really fucked up, where his sanity comes into question because he's now dealing with essentially creatures that want to murder everything based on murder and consume everything in sight around them, and these things are powered essentially by their desires, and he has to fight these things. That's all I'm going to tell you. The art is really weird looking, and I'd recommend checking it out to see if you enjoy it. I will give trigger warnings out there. There's a lot of gore and a lot of violence in this, incredibly over the top and pretty bad in some cases. And I would just give that warning out to people, but I still think that it's interesting enough to check it out. It only has 7 chapters out right now, so definitely go ahead and take it away, and I hope that you enjoy. Tell me your thoughts about it down below in the comment section. Going into it, we have the bad. I'm a fairy tale reader. I've been reading fairy tale for a while now. A better chapter this week, but fairy tale as a whole has been pretty weak. This chapter is starting to put it in a much better light, and I hope that a certain thing happened with characters, and once again characters seem to die because of convenient plot devices. Not as bad as it's been known to be, but definitely it's not anywhere near good. I think fairy tale is clearly right at the end of its lifespan, and I read it purely for the entertainment I get from reading it, but the convenience of another villain falling down this week in a what would be an anticlimactic matter, even though it's better, I still think puts it in the bad category for me. The manga that was going to be a 30-minute video, the good, The Promised Neverland. I got around to reading chapter 31, and God, is this manga getting good. This chapter, I think, delved into ideas of, like, very much in childhood and growing up, and this idea of accepting fate versus fighting it, and losing hope and loss just in general of somebody you truly care about, and realizing how much that impacts you and can impact the people around you, and actually what it means when a family starts to get torn apart by loss. And ultimately, kind of the growth that it comes from within everybody, the force of growth, and sometimes even people that seem like enemies aren't always what they appear, in my opinion, at least from this chapter. This video was diving a lot more into who I think aren't necessarily villains or as villainous as they come across, and how even the art is showing softer sides to some characters and even more sinister of others. If you have not read The Promised Neverland, it is by far the manga that I would recommend to anybody right now to check out if you're looking for something new, fresh, and something that's ongoing, because God, is it good, and God, do I love it. And I can't get enough of reading it each and every single week. And we still are kind of in the first arc of the entire story, so you still don't have a lot to catch up on. 31 chapters. Make sure you go check it out. So with that, all of these at some point may get their own standalone videos here on the channel, but I kind of wanted to just give y'all a very quick video to kind of talk about what I was doing. We will definitely be covering Promise Neverland here on the channel in the near future. The next video will be coming out on Friday. Again, I am sorry. I had to make do with the time that I was given to make sure y'all had a video. And I may put up that video tomorrow if I can somehow get it to be uncorrupted, or just film it again all together. But I hope that you enjoyed this. This has been your Restricts. Tell me what you think of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. If you checked out any of these series, if you want to check them out, make sure you check that description down below to definitely show some love to them and just read up on them. Even Fairy Tail, it's worth reading. And I hope that you enjoy this as much as I do. Until the next time, this has been Strix, and I will see you on the next night. Remember, comment with all of your ideas. Now, let's go ahead and say thank you to the Game with Sub, Anaj, Magic Yama, Young Excellence, as well as DSNS Gaming. Thank you so much for your assistance, your help, your love. It does mean a lot. Y'all have supported me and done a lot to just help the channel out, more than you will ever know. For those that are interested, down below me, the first link is to the Game Wisp if you want to support the channel in general. Beyond that is my Twitch, where I stream every single night and day. 10 p.m. EST is the usual start time, but we also been going in the mornings a good bit. And then last but definitely not least is my Twitter, where you can get updates on any of the content that I produce or what's going on with me in general. So make sure you go over and follow that. This has been your Restricts. Thank you to all the night owls that joined me, and until the next night, I will see you guys later. I was about to say something that was definitely not my outro.